No, you were like 30 minutes to the stream before I joined here.
All right, guys, we're back. Sorry, we are doing a second live stream because YouTube tried to be a little bitch. Am I right?
Yeah, YouTube.
But let's get what talking about before everything went crap again.
We're talking about Spirit Airlines.
Oh yeah. If any of you guys don't know, we were talking about Spirit Airlines before the live stream went oof. But I'll be honest, Spirit Airlines, it's just cheap, crappy, and why do they still even exist?
Because they're cheap.
I know.
And they also have some particular routes that to like the Caribbean that no other airline flies. So.
Well, yes, I flew to the U.S. Virgin Islands. I flew United down to Puerto Rico because there was no direct flights. That's a lie. There was a direct flight, but it was at like 6 in the morning, and my dad didn't want to drive down that early, so I flew on silver to where I had to go.
Mm-hmm. I'll be honest on it. The other thing about airlines, they're too big for their bridges. Am I right?
They have to focus on international flights then rather than domestic flights because sooner or later high-speed rail would be introduced into the country and hello.
Yeah, I agree.
In the United States, there are parts of the U.S. outside of the 200 to 500 mile range where high-speed rail would be economical. And even if it was economical, they could also have discounted rates and deals. Like, there's a reason why Ryanair and EasyJet operate in Europe comfortably, despite the high-speed rail network presence.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, the international rail in Europe is fucking terrible.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Oh.
I remember. Okay, well, actually, this is convenient for me because I went from Eurostar to TGV to ICE. This is convenient for me because France does not give a shit. I literally, I was on an ICE from Gare du Nord to Stuttgart, and the guy literally, I couldn't find some. The guy's like, "Oh, you're just good to go. Just stamp my passport and just let me keep going."
Mm-hmm. And that.
But other times they'll question you for like 20 minutes, and then they do it for a whole train. It's annoying.
Mm-hmm. Now here's something I'll be honest about. There's a reason why you don't have short haul flight in Europe. There's a reason why.
They're so common.
They're so common here in the U.S., but when you go to Europe, there are no short haul flights. Hardly none.
Let me pull up Google Flights and prove you right or wrong. Let's see.
Ryanair, Wizz. I used to be an airplane kid. I forgot all the. I know there's new ones.
You know that the United States is a different system than Europe because Europe is made up of countries and the United States is a bunch of states.
That is true.
I found a bunch of flights between Paris and Bordeaux, France.
No, Flight Radar 24 and snap on your phone. It shows you all the flights and all this sounds like military stuff. There are so. I'll take a screenshot and send a picture to
So, Madrid to let's try Barcelona.
But I'll be honest, the airlines here in the U.S. are freaking out because, let's be honest, if you had short haul flight in an area where airlines are not that good at it will decimate short haul flights in some areas.
I don't know. I found a bunch of flights between Madrid and Barcelona, each going for $26.
Oh my god, look at the map right now. There's literally between. That's African. Okay, well,
let's see. Let's do Milan to Naples.
Well,
here I'm putting a screenshot. In general, all the planes on the map that don't look like super big are all short haul flights.
Oh, here we go. Ryanair operates a flight. It's an hour and 20 minutes between Milan and Naples for $14.
Oof.
All the
nice.
Yeah. Look at general.
Let's see. Let's try a German one. So let's do Hamburg to Munich.
That's not very far. Do Frankfurt to Berlin?
And Jane is short haul.
I've been doing a bunch of these like short and longer flights or what would David consider short haul flights? They're fucking everywhere. David, you
they are.
Dude, I'm not talking about that type. I'm talking about the short haul flights. I'm talking.
These are short haul flights. They're domestic flights in Europe.
Short haul flights.
No. Well, I was thinking, he meant in the United States. In Europe,
no,
that's
he meant in Europe.
Scenario.
Yeah, we're talking about how they don't exist in Europe, yet they're everywhere in Europe.
There's several. I would say it doesn't go much, but there's like a lot. Bro, I still like kindergarten right now. There's a lot of short haul airlines in Europe.
Yeah, you've got Ryanair, you've got EasyJet, you've got Lufthansa, you've got
even like Lufthansa, Iberia, they all run short haul. Swiss, all the national operators also run short haul flight on top of low cost operators.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
But do you know the reason why? But here's the thing with those short haul.
You told us that these flights didn't exist in Europe.
Why do everybody try to defend the airline when they're just corrupt?
We're not.
We're calling you out on your factual inaccuracies.
You said there was 0 short haul flights in Europe, even though there's probably almost as much as there are in the U.S. Okay, not that much, but still.
I'm talking about a specific type.
Short haul flights.
No, the ones that I found were all domestic.
Yeah.
Paris to Bordeaux, Hamburg to Munich, Milan to...
Actually, no, Hamburg to Munich is hard. Frankfurt to Berlin is pretty popular.
Yeah, Milan to Naples, and even popular high-speed rail routes like Madrid to Barcelona have short-haul flights as well.
But but here's the thing: people use high-speed rail there more than the airline because let's be honest, no one wants to get fundled by the STA.
David,
the TSA doesn't exist in Europe.
The Transport Security Administration is a U.S. agency. This is Europe.
Yes, David, in Europe.
We're talking about Europe here.
All right.
Damn, you got a lot wrong.
Nah, David doesn't have a lot.
Hey, well, I don't care about airlines because let's be honest, the airlines are too big for their bridges.
David, we're talking. Your point was this whole conversation right now. Your point was there are 0 domestic or short haul flights in Europe, and we're saying that there is a lot of them, and even common along high speed railroads like London to Paris.
Well, I've heard that they're trying to eliminate those flights, but I don't know.
Yeah, the Netherlands did, but I don't know about any other country.
Pretty much all of the results that I got were domestic flights in other countries that also had high-speed rail running along the exact railroad routes.
Yeah, even Japan.
Hey,
Yeah, Japan, Osaka to Tokyo and Narita are very popular routes.
Tokyo to Osaka. Let's see what we get. Let's see. Jetstar, PT Aviation, Starflyer, an hour 25 minutes.
oh, me and Val are going to make that. Oh.
Yeah. That was our point that we're trying to say. We're not saying we support the airlines. We're not saying that we believe the airlines are right. We're just saying that they are very high competition, even to very high speed rail like the Shinkansen, the TGV, the ICE, all those. Not like Brightline, which is talking 25 miles an hour. We're talking 220 mile an hour train systems.
I know.
Brightline is Brightline is stuff in Reagan.
Brightline West is, I would say only 180 because that's pretty fast train, but there's no TG. Well, I guess it's almost TGV is like 200, 220 with the new ones. But even if it's ultra high speed rail, is that a word? Ultra thing. Anyway, we're saying that air is always competitive.
Can you look up
Yeah,
whether or not I can
it can be competitive, but here's the thing: high-speed rail work in area where airlines don't work in. You know.
No, airlines.
But there are airlines in places where we found high-speed rail routes. That was the point we were making.
You
like
don't
I said, Madrid to Barcelona, Frankfurt to Berlin.
what he meant is actually there are places that are too short to fly, too long to drive.
Yeah, I'm talking about those areas.
People will still fly if they like. Okay, so my dad has a point system with the airlines, for example. He's gonna want to fly the airline as much as possible because he gets rewards and shit. And every like national airline does that. And also, we really like trains. Okay, well, I mean, I would say I like trains because of this. Because I just love trains. They're environmentally friendly. That's what we're aiming towards. Planes are not environmentally friendly, but there will always be competitive to rail, and even high-speed rail.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that is actually true because, I am an AV geek as well, and I don't think the airlines are not having it with high-speed rail here in the U.S. because they might.
You finish, I'm sorry.
They might actually. They're afraid of losing their customers.
Mm-hmm. That's the reason why.
Yeah, but looking at these short-haul flights that I found along high-speed rail corridors, it looks like that they have enough customers to remain in business.
So that's another lie that they've actually propelled.
Dude, I pulled these up on Google Flights. Do not fucking gaslight me by assuming I got this from
No. I'm talking about the airlines that lied, not you. You have a point there.
Mm-hmm.
Don't call me a liar.
No, I'm not calling you a liar. It's that the airlines are afraid of losing their customers. That's what I'm making the point here.
Yeah.
With airlines, they're not afraid of losing all their customers because they know deep down a lot of people still buy their airline. They just want to have the entire market to themselves, and that's their point. If the high-speed rail comes along, they're going to lose a small to medium percentage of their customers.
Yeah, but why didn't you just say that instead of? Well, okay, not you, but like, why didn't you just say that they were just going to lose market share rather than all of it?
That's what I was trying to say. Like the market share.
No, you didn't. You told them that they were going to lose all their flights and that the short haul flights do not operate, even though we found out that yes, they in fact do.
But the thing is, it's the reason why like the airline down in Florida funded anti-rail group. If y'all remember that.
They don't want to lose their customers. They're still going to lose some of the Brightline, but not all of them.
Yeah, Brightline isn't going to kill off the airlines, just as high-speed rail hasn't killed off the airlines in countries.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what the airlines were pushing that narrative.
You can't get aggravated.
They know deep down they're not going to lose all their customers, but if they spend a little bit of money to get rid of these high-speed rail projects, they'll keep their customers in the long term that give them more money, and they'll make that much back again.
All right. Well, I know you two guys got to go. Me and Brightline are going to get the live stream done, so talk to you two later.
Taking us out.
All right. Later, bud. All right. See you later, too. All right. I'm going to call Brightline fan. We got. All right. Because I'll be honest, them two guys, what they said, a little delusional. Because even Dimitri even agreed with it. That's my point.
Hey, look at you. Okay, I see you.
But this,
Yeah.
I put too much butter.
Oh, but me. Okay.
So it's not like crust.
Because
it's like
reason.
Bread.
All right.
tasty.
Let me
But
try.
that's just how it's a graham cracker. So.
Oh,
All right.
he's back.
Yeah, but when you pull up massive bullshit of how there are no short-haul flights in Europe along high-speed rail corridors, and then we find short-haul flights along high-speed rail corridors, I am going to call you out on that.
Yeah, it's just not. It's false information. Anyone should be called out on that.
Yeah, actually, some people actually send some false information and they don't know about it. So
That's a large amount of our news networks. They just, you understand.
yeah, the mainstream media.
Oh yeah, let's be honest. The mainstream media, they're the assholes. Like they lie a lot. Like there have been so many times that they got caught in a lie, and people out on video broke down some of the stuff that they lie about. Never lie in the era of YouTube. Never lie, because people on YouTube and the internet will break down a lie in a heartbeat.
Yeah, like us. We tried to argue that there were short haul flights along high-speed rail corridors, and we proved to you that there were.
So actually, that's not going to change anything, though.
Because
What do you mean by that?
Well, I mean, that might not change.
it might change, but you know, people who run the airlines are scared of Brightline. You know.
No, they're not. They just don't want to lose their small percentage of customers, and that was my point.
Also, it's going to be. Also, there are probably going to be people that'll still fly the airlines between Miami and Orlando, simply because they have a connecting flight, and it's better to do it that way.
Yeah, that or yeah, they have a point system with the airline. Like I'm assuming, like if you're dead, or not your dead, so some Star Alliance members with United or whatever the hell, they're gonna prefer to fly United because they get more mileage.
But if you remember from one of Dimitri's video, he caught them red-handed, lying that they were going to expose everything. But yeah, but I gotta go. I'll talk to you two later. Later. Great. All right, let's call him. All right, you here, man? Brightline.
What's up?
All right, I'll be honest. Them two are delusional.
No. They actually have a point though, because some airlines could compliment and they're competitors.
Well, but
what happened with Spirit?
But here, Gene, the short haul flight, they were trying to, twist my words against me,
It's better to actually have a little bit of accuracy, though, because there are high-speed rail corridors that have competitors, that have airline competitors in them. So, for example, the Excella Express, the Excella also has competitors, United, American, and Delta.
Mm-hmm. I know, and the thing is that I'll be honest, like I do see competition that good, but here, Gene, if you remember from Dimitri's video from a couple years ago, how they're talking about how the airlines are not profitable. When you think about it and how they have to get money from the government every year, like subsidy and what they did during the pandemic, when you think about that, you start realizing how messed up it is. Am I right?
Yeah, that is pretty messed up. You got a point. You actually have a point there too.
And I tried explaining that to them, and they wouldn't have it.
No.
Well, what you said was actually a lie, but sometimes you gotta correct yourself.
I know, but sometimes they did, like people who tried to defend the airline when they did so much dirty shit. You remember that one guy that they dragged out because they wanted to make one of their guys ride the plane to another airport? You remember that whole incident with United back about a couple years ago?
No, I haven't heard about that incident.
All right, it happened a couple years ago. United, they had a transfer for one of their workers that they needed to do, and they kicked someone out of their plane. They actually beat him up and actually dragged him out.
Yes, that might be an overbooked passenger. That happens all the time.
I know, but
and don't forget, there is something wrong with those airlines. They have to deal with mentally ill passengers.
Heck, I'll be honest, the airlines, they're too big for their britches, and I was trying to explain that to him, Like, let not.
You got caught up.
Sorry. Like, I'll be honest, the airlines, they're too big for their britches, you know? Am I right?
Yes, they're actually too big, and they actually want to control more of that they can choose.
And I was trying to explain to them, because let's be honest, I was trying to explain to them the airlines are crapping their pants down in Florida because let's be honest, it will decimate their business down there, you know?
Well, a little bit.
Because dang it, if people see what is going down in Florida, it working, they're going, hey, we need that here. Am I right?
Yeah, that's true.
And I would.
Brightline will need to actually get its paces done because the airlines are actually competing against them too. They couldn't necessarily be complements to each other because Brightline can't go international.
I know, and Jane that I was trying to explain to them, even though that they do have a competition from short haul flights are going to go down when you think about it, you know?
Well, that's actually true.
We need to think about it with that.
But they cannot actually disappear though. So
they cannot disappear, but I agree with. They won't disappear. It did that. Scene is that short haul flights are not going to be as prevalent as they are now. You know.
They have a monopoly, so they have a monopoly on domestic travel on short haul flights.
Mm-hmm. And Jane that I was trying to explain to them. Yet there are short haul flights in Europe in the country, but you know they're not as prevalent as they are. You know,
they are not convenient.
I know, and I was trying to explain that to them. You know, and they kept on pushing. You know.
Yes, but I'll actually try to tell them about that later.
Heck,
so
but I'll be honest. Like Jane is that. Like you have multiple flights every hour or so with short haul flight here in the U.S. Like let's be honest, if you meet your first plane, you have a second one about an hour later, you know, and that depends.
Well,
and that depends.
When you think about it, the United States is actually double the size of Europe. When you think about it,
yeah.
So there's a lot more short haul flights than there are in Europe.
And the thing is that even though it's a short haul flight in countries, it's just that they're not as much as the other ones, you know?
Yep.
And
in the Dominican Republic, we don't have short haul flights. We have bus lines that can drive us anywhere.
Mm-hmm. And I was trying to explain that to them, like you seeing how they were trying to twist my words, you know? My point is that reason why I said there's zero when it comes to short haul flight in Europe, like I'm not talking about you big city to small. I would talk about big city to the smaller cities, you know, like in Europe.
From the airport to like 30 minutes away, like distance from point A to point B, 30 minutes away, because short haul flights can't fly that far.
I know. Like that will take. And Jane, I was trying to explain that to them, and they were trying to picture that anything. Like there are different types of short haul flights, you know.
Yes. By the way, next time if you wanna present your point, just be careful on what you say because sometimes, you know.
I know. Heck.
So.
But I'll be honest, like even Dimitri agreed with this when he was talking about short haul flight that they're almost non-existent in Europe. He even brought it up, like in Europe and Asia, like and Gene, I understand because here, Gene, there are short haul flights, but they're non-existent. You know.
Yes, they actually are trying to get rid of those short haul flights.
I know, like in Italy. Like there are no short haul flights in Italy, you know. Like
Well,
like
I don't know
Italia
about that
Air,
one,
like
so.
here, Gene, high speed rail in Italy caused Italia Air in Italy to go bankrupt.
Well, that is actually true, though.
And Gene, I was
So-
trying to bring that up, and they don't think about maybe there's something up about it because look, there are cities that are too short to fly but too long to drive. Am I right?
Yes, yes.
And I was trying to bring that up with them,
Uh-huh.
and they wouldn't have it,
Yes, that's actually true.
because
You know that train, you know what a plane can't do is it's much more convenient. A plane is not convenient than a train, though.
I know. And Jane,
They're not convenient.
heck, you got to go through security. Like heck, Jane security we have here in the U.S. with the TSA, they probably have it called something else there in Europe,
Yes, exactly.
And
By the way, it's 10:36. Well, let's actually continue to talk about this.
yeah,
About Brightline.
oh
So
yeah, I
So,
love talking about that, and I'm looking forward to that,
Yes, they're actually 83% completed.
They did hit 90 today.
Oh, that's great.
Like they hit 90% complete today.
They just replied to me as well.
Like I just gave you a quick update on that, man, because they're 90% complete.
Oh my gosh.
So
That's going to be one. I hope they could actually start the double tracking process soon.
I know because I do think they're going to be double tracking almost 6 months after they open it. Saying, man, they're probably going to do double tracking. Buddy, move, or I'm going to end up stepping on you again. Oh, I was doing a live stream earlier before it cut out. I accidentally stepped on my dog while moving the chair I was sitting on. Did not even know that he was under me.
Oh, I see. So, about Amtrak and the Acela.
Mm-hmm.
Amtrak is having a hard time with those western trains that go west of Chicago.
I know. It's kind of bad,
The Empire Builder, the California Zephyr, the Texas Eagle, the Southwest Chief, and the Sunset Limited.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I better go and sleep, by the way.
Oh. Well, I got to get ready for work in the morning, but before we go, I do need to tell you that it's going to be very bad for the airlines once Brightline open,
Yes, probably.
Because I do see a lot of people, taking the train instead of the airline. Because let's be honest, I heard family members, or not family members, but friends of mine who took the airplane from Miami to Orlando, the airplane, and they said it's terrible. They said yeah, I'm still here. Like I'll be honest, they said that they let her take a train from Miami to Orlando, vice versa, instead of a plane.
Yeah, it's more convenient. That's what it is, and more direct as well.
Mm-hmm. Because
those planes that those airlines serviced are typically A320s and 737s.
I know, and that Jane, them planes are not that good anyway.
And they have middle seats.
Mm-hmm.
I think the airlines should consider eliminating the middle seats.
I know, no one likes being stuck in the middle. Screw that.
Yeah, no one wants to sit in the middle.
Like, and no one wants to sit in the middle of two fat guys. Oof.
Well, speaking of which,
Oh, dang
I'm
it.
not going to say it because it's going to be this news that popped up about a man that did something next to a girl that's 21 years old.
Oh, I know about that one. It's disgusting.
Yes. And another one that just airdropped some explicit photos. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Why they need to get rid of Middle Street. My dog got under me again, and I accidentally stepped on him.
Oh, that's all right. Well, continue with your live stream. I'm going to bed.
All right. Well, I'll talk to you later because I got to get ready to end the live stream too because I got work at 7 in the morning. So I'll talk to you later, bud. Later, Brightline.
A little bit.
All right, later.
Later, David.
Later, bud. All right. Let me go on about this. The 2-hour guys, some stuff that they were saying was true, but their stuff was complete BS. Because the airlines, let's be honest, there are short-haul flights in Europe, but they are non-existent. Get it? Non-existent. Almost non-existent. Meaning that means there are some, but they're not prevalent. And the 2 guys trying to change my word. I'm sorry, but that's it wrong. But here's the thing. Non-existent, and I'm sorry you guys had heard Buddy yelp because he was not paying attention, and I stepped on him by accident. That one thing about having dogs, you got to pay attention or you're going to end up hurting them by accident. But I'll be honest on it. If they're non-existent or almost non-existent, that means there are a little, but not a whole bunch. And saying that I would try and explain, trying to the 2 guys, Brightline fan understand what I was saying. The other 2, not so much. And saying that I'll say is that the airlines, I could see them doing a small short-haul flight there in Europe, but they are getting rid of them. And my point is, you don't need short-haul flights if you got good high-speed rail. And that's the point. And saying it, if it takes longer to buy a plane than by train, then yeah, the high-speed rail wins over that. Heck, their area in Washington that is same too. Like literally. But yeah. But it's been crazy. There's some stuff that them 2 got pissed off because let's be honest, when you have people who love planes, they will get butt hurt and try to defend them. That's actually with anything. Like anybody will get butt hurt. I'll be honest. When you get butt hurt because you want to defend something that you believe in, it depends on what it is. But yeah. I do see an area where high-speed rail would fit, but I'll be honest, it's not in short-haul flight business. Unless it's just smaller cities, like smaller cities that don't have populating for high-speed rail. But there are a lot of city pairs, and I mean a whole lot here in the U.S. that will fit high-speed rail. And that you got to think about. But yeah, even though I had to do it twice, but I got to get ready to go to bed. It's already 10:44. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the live stream, or technically 2 live stream. I hope you all enjoyed. Please like and subscribe. And yep, we did while we were talking, so I had to multitask. So yeah, but I hope you all enjoyed. Please like and subscribe, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye, guys.